This video will show you how to make a top-lit, updraft stove. This stove works by burning from top down through pyrolysis, which is the burning of biomass in the absence of oxygen, producing biochar. Why produce biochar, you might ask? Well, biochar is essentially a soil enhancer. It increases water retention, moderates soil acidity, increases the number of soil microbes, and sequesters carbon into soil, which many would argue is a better place for carbon. Alright, let's build this stove. First you'll need a drill, some drill bits, some twine, a tape measure, tin snips, a hammer and nail, a tuna can, a large can, a small can, and some snacks in case you get hungry. Here we have our large can. The first thing you'll need to do is remove the bottom with the can opener. This creates a hollow cylinder for the small can to fit inside. In both the large can and the small can, we'll drill 8 large holes in the bottom of each. We'll also drill 16 small holes in the top of the small can. Measure the circumference of the can and divide by 8 in order to evenly space your holes around. It's not absolutely necessary to be exact, as long as it looks even. Use a 1/2-inch drill bit to drill your holes, but not like this. Use some support to save yourself loads of frustration. Repeat this process for the 8 holes at the bottom of the small can and the 16 holes at the top of the small can. Use a 1/4-inch drill bit for the small holes. Next, we'll increase our airflow by putting a bunch of holes into the bottom of the small can. We're almost ready to put it together. The combination of a quart-sized paint can and a Progresso soup can allows me to tap the soup can in for a perfect fit. It's not necessary to have this perfect fit, but it sure does look nice. As long as your stove has a small can that fits inside a larger can with enough room for airflow, you'll be able to replicate this stove. Finally, we'll take our tuna can, open it up, dump it in. No, don't dump it in. Give it to your cat. Tuna's gross. We'll cut a hole in the top of the tuna can, approximately half the diameter of our soup can. We're now ready to find some fuel. Any sort of agricultural waste or biomass will be perfect for this design. The fuel needs to stay below the upper holes of the small can, and a splash of flammable liquid can't hurt either. Once your stove starts pyrolysing, the gas from the biomass will begin to burn at the top of the stove, visible as small jets of flame coming from the holes of the can. Placing the tuna can on top will concentrate the flames, increasing the draw upward. Now, while you're making your biochar, feel free to boil some water, cook a hamburger. As long as you continue to feed biomass into the stove, you've got a nice hot surface to work with. Either safely let your stove cool or pour some water on it. You are now ready to examine your very own biochar, ready to be inoculated by microorganisms, ready to create a healthier, more robust soil economy for healthier, more robust plants and healthier, more robust people.